Anime Expeditions is dying. Guys, what's good? It's your boy Aloe, your favorite anime tower defense unk. And, you know, probably one of the most infamous creators on the platform, and it's all good. All right, hopefully I have surpassed the LARP status if you take a look at my level, and gotta flex this a little bit. So if you aren't number one in the tournament, guys, I don't want you to call me a LARPer. Just saying, number one, baby, we're cooking. Oh my gosh, I gotta step it up though. I might get past. All right. So today we're gonna be taking a look at why is Anime Expeditions dying. If you guys don't know, the player count is down to all-time lows, and I will be honest, I've seen it get even lower than this. So I'm gonna pull up the Rollymon's page and we're gonna take a look. Now, before we do that, what I like to do is, since I am your uncle, what do uncles do? They give you Robux. All right, and so let's give you guys some Robux. So if you guys don't know, I have some Robux right here. So we're gonna give it out for you guys. So if you want some Robux, all you guys have to do, all right, all you guys have to do is put your Roblox username down below. So what I like to do is take a look at my comment section, and if people are commenting on my videos, that means they are the GOAT. So I'm gonna pick people who comment on my videos and send them some Robux, because that's what we do here. So if you guys want to be a part of that, like, subscribe, and enjoy the free Robux. As you guys can see, I got 88,000, so we're just giving it away and giving it away. I earned some from the games I'm a part of, like ALS, etc. And I love to give that back to you guys. So if you want to be a part of my community and you need some free Robux, you know what to do, guys. Just comment, join the community, and pretty much everybody who subbed to me wins something. So it's pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. So if we take a look at what's going on with the game, Anime Expeditions, we're gonna see that the peaks have been pretty insanely high. Look at this right here, guys. And the problem with this is, look at it, it peaked on Saturday, July 25th. That is, in fact, a month ago. All right. And I will say the stats are kind of bugged. The most visits were obviously around then as well. The stats are kind of bugged with shutdowns, etc. Just saying. So this is accurate. The update was on Saturday and the views counted a little bit funny. Okay. So it peaked 1 month ago, and look at this graph, guys. Now, what other game has a graph like this? Funnily enough, we have to harken back to, oh my gosh. Is it still up? All-Star Tower Defense X. Yes, guys, we are bringing it back. Look at this, guys. Roughly the same time, year to date, they dropped, and look at this graph, guys. This is the exact same graph. The exact same graph. However, this one did have a little bit more of a spike down. So look at this, guys. Roughly update number 1 was the peak right there and right there. Update number 2, a little smaller peak. Update number 3, even smaller peak. And then guess what, guys? 42 players. That's wild. So this is the normal course for an anime tower defense game. All right, you guys are probably asking, what about Vanguards? Let's bring up Vanguards. Vanguards is a little bit of a different story, but look at this, guys. I think this is when it dropped back in 2024. Look at this, guys. Similar thing, update. I guess this one didn't update for a month, but you guys can kind of see, usually the game goes down and there's a little bit of a trend. All right, is this one still up? Universal Tower Defense is at 400 players? Dear goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow, this one came back from the dead and died again. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a story for another video. So what am I trying to say here? This is kind of normal for anime tower defenses. Now, I am personally pretty much no-lifing this game. You guys can kind of see I have pretty much every unit in the world, and I actually have so much saved up. I'm so ready for the shiny overflow event. Like, I'm so ready. So what I have to say is, this game is very easy. Oh, shout out to JOT on top, man. Him and I are about to #1 duo on the duo leaderboards for real. This game, you can really run out of content to do fast. So that's kind of one of the big things is a lot of the people I know, they beat the events in a couple days and then there is nothing left to do. Now, if you guys don't know, this is a very common problem in anime tower defenses and tower defense games alike. Another game that had a similar problem was SpongeBob Tower Defense. All right, this obviously, I'm the #1 SpongeBob Tower Defense creator. At least I was back in the day. But that's a story for another video of how I became a SpongeBob Tower Defense full-time YouTuber. But yeah, so basically, I think what they need to figure out is, and what all of these games need to figure out is, how do you make the game fun to play after the update? All of these games, they always fall off. Now, the thing is, not all games fall off like that. Murder Mystery is a great example. All right, Murder Mystery goes up in players after an update drops. Now, why is that the case? If you guys are an avid MM2 player, let me know down below. Because games like this are... Dude, this is actually crazy that it hit that record. Oh my gosh, that was just this weekend. Yeah, so games like this, they increase over time. I even saw Blox Fruits do this, which is actually mad. They would just like stay at the same players forever. All right, now one thing that I think makes Blox Fruits special is there's so many secret free things to do in the game. Like, there's so many random quest lines, etc., secret Easter eggs and stuff, and I think that really ups the game. So hopefully Anime Expedition can add some of those. But other than that, it's gonna be kind of tough because pretty much every tower defense game that I showed you has fallen off a little bit. Now, I don't know if this game is going to be the same. Oh, another one we can take a look at. Oh my gosh. If you guys don't know, the owners of Anime Defenders Guide are the same as the owners of Anime Expeditions. If you guys didn't know that, now you know. It's not 100% the same, but similar owners. Again, similar problem, but however, this one kind of lasted a little longer though. This one lasted from like June, like 2 months before we saw like a crazy dip. Like this one, like, yeah. So that's actually kind of crazy too, but this one had trading and bots. I think a lot of the bots might have left. So maybe that's what's going on, is a lot of the bots left. Now, if we take a look at one graph, this one kind of tells you if there's a lot of macroers in the game. And look at this, the graph does say exactly that. Look at this, guys. Do you see this average playtime skyrocketing? What this means is there is more and more people macroing the game and less players actually playing. So when I say negative 90%, what I really mean is all of the people actually playing the game. Look at this, guys. 8 million versus 37. Like, the rest of the people are just macroing. So right now, a lot of the players that are on the game are just macroing. Look at this, guys. New favorites, 10,000 to 900. That is 90% less. All right. Yes, this game has maybe a little bit more than 90%, but look, it's all bots. So right now, this game is full of macroers, and honestly, 8 million, so like crazy less visits, and a lot more macroers. Now, this will definitely come up, and I'm really hoping that this game will revive again. I really do believe it will, but they need to lock in. They cannot do bi-weekly updates. No, their game is going to die even harder. We're going to see this hit 400 players if they're doing bi-weekly updates. What they need is either a mega update that's going to set them on the right track so then they can do future updates, or they need this update event to be something insane. All right. However, I will be honest, I took a look at the sneak peek and I'm not excited. Okay. I am a little bit worried because this sneak peek appears to be Kite from Hunter x Hunter. Unless I'm tripping. Does that not look like Kite from Hunter x Hunter to you with that weapon right there? Kite is not a hype unit. So this game is falling into the trap of a lot of games where they drop updates with absolutely buns units that nobody cares about. There's a few, but very niche units. I think that's a better word. Niche as in not like super popular. All right. Now, one of my commenters was like, add Gojo. Exactly. They need to start thinking about headlining units that are going to actually bring in the people. Because what is going to happen? I'm going to save these units for later? That's freaking stupid. If you save the units for later, you're going to end up like Universal Tower Defense Z. 400 players. Okay? That's not going to work. So you need to lock in. Add some more popular characters. Frequent updates. The one thing I really liked about this game, and I believe this is actually when it peaked in players, was the Villain Invasion Major Event Update. This was genius. If they can do stuff like this in the off weeks, that will very well help the game. So I want you guys to let me know, why do you think the Anime Expeditions player count has dropped and now it's mainly macroers and bots? And how can they save this game and set it on the right track so it doesn't become the next Anime Adventures, the next Anime Defenders, the next ASTDX, the next Universal Tower Defense, the next Anime Reborn? Guys, the graveyard is getting long as frick. So hopefully this game can right the previous wrongs and stay on top of the game. So let me know your guys' comments, and remember to put your Roblox username in the chat so your boy, your uncle can give you some Robux. Catch you guys in the next one, and peace.